Hello, I'm Jerret Botch, and I'm the head brewer for Hemlock State Brewing Company. It is my job to take raw ingredients and make beer to serve to the customers. Every batch of beer is started by milling grain and crushing it into a very specific tiny size, and then transporting that grain up to the mash tun where it falls in, and we mix it with water so that the enzymatic process of converting carbohydrates to sugar can happen. The beer is boiled for 1 hour before it's ready for cooling and transfer out. After that, we will sparge the grain using water to extract all of the heavy dense sugar out of the bottom so that we can collect it and filter it back up over the top to clean it. Once that process is done, we move it to the boil kettle where we can boil it, sanitize that liquid, and boil off any of the extra water that we don't need, thereby concentrating the sugary wort. After it's done boiling, we cause it into a whirlpool where we can add hops and other flavorings to extract out different flavor profiles, different tastes. Then we cool the beer and oxygenate it as it moves to a fermenter where it'll get yeast and finally ferment. Primary fermentation, where the yeast are really the most active, is in the first week. Weeks 2 and 3 is when the yeast is just cleaning up the beer. So each batch ferments between 3 and 4 weeks before it's ready for carbonation. Where it conditions in the fermenter, where the yeast eat all of the easy sugar and then go on to clean up all of the other nutritious particles that are in there. They'll make sure that the beer is nice and clean for us. Once that's done, we'll turn it down to 32 degrees and everything will settle out in the bottom, where we can extract all the waste particles from it and leave just the beer for the kegging. We'll then use CO2 to push it out of the fermenter into kegs, where we will then store them in our cold room for serving later on. Enjoy.